Hello YouTube, this is John with Go Mobile. Hey, it is July 4th. I am out to install a dash valve in a mixer truck. It's an older model, it's an International. I looked at the other day, found out what was wrong with it, ordered the parts for it. The parts just showed up. Yesterday late in the afternoon they had a couple other jobs I had to take out, get taken care of, and then we got a massive storm in that dumped another about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain down, so I chose not to come out and work on it yesterday. But they need this truck for a Friday morning, so we're going to go ahead and get this dash valve reinstalled in this truck and then double check the braking system on it and get them up and going. So I'll give you some highlights on it, what to look forward to. Well, as you guys can tell, I had some adapters in the shop, so I had to run back and grab those to adapt from 3/8 to 3/8, or I shouldn't say 3/8 to 3/8, to adapt from 1/4 inch plug to 3/8 DOD or DOT air equipped line. So I happen to have those. They're not cheap, but I had some, so that's not going to hold me back. Thank goodness, because I was really getting concerned there. But there's what we got. We got all of our wiring. Now, as with the newer trucks, they become more complicated. Now, this goes to the makeshift radio they have. This right here goes to your antenna, as you can tell, to the makeshift radio. This goes to the air cleaner. This is your air cleaner, I call it the air cleaner service line. Basically, it tells the driver a rough estimate of when he needs to clean out his air cleaner, because it'll show a restriction. So we got everything in there. Everything's looking good. But, and there's a big but here. Before you go and assemble all this stuff back in there, it's a good rule of thumb, you just opened up the air system. I'd like to reconnect the batteries, set my wheel chocks out, obviously for safety. You do not want one of these heavy things rolling away, especially if you got the air system all messed up or you're screwing with it, because you might not have brakes like you think. But like I was saying, put the wheel chocks down. That's the first thing you do. Then you'll reconnect your batteries, then you'll start the vehicle up. You'll perform an air test on the vehicle to make sure that that valve you just placed in is, 1, good, 2, hasn't been in any way assembled incorrectly, 3, for air leaks, because a little air leak now will assume a big air leak later, because a driver will notice those things. They spend a lot of time in these trucks, and with that much time in the trucks, they notice everything, especially things that weren't that way before. So on that notion, now we are going to put the wheel chocks down, refasten the batteries, but then we are going to start the truck up, build air up, make sure that everything is working correctly, then we'll reassemble the dash. Too many times guys get in a big hurry and they'll reassemble everything, put it back together, then they'll have to open it back up, go back in to fix an air leak and an air line. Now, to catch air leaks, I go by just the basic, simplest way in the world. I keep a bottle of Dawn Dish soap and water with a spray nozzle on the service truck. Obviously, I work with a lot of air systems, so I do this. And I also repair tires. You spray it around the system. If it's leaking, you will see bubbles. Pretty simple. You either fix it or you find some other way to repair it. Do not let air leaks go. Air leaks go, they run the air compressor way too much out of its duty cycle, cause prematurely failure of the air pump or the air compressor on the truck. And an air compressor on a truck is a rather pricey item and sometimes can be a chore to put in. So you do not want to stick your customer with that. Okay, the air system. We've reassembled everything on here. Make sure no lights are on, because that's kind of a thing that happens. Okay. Nothing's on. because you don't want to leave anything on and then leave for the day and then drain their battery. Then they'll be calling you up telling you it doesn't start, and it just adds more fun to the job.